What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. Of course, this is TWA Motorsports, and today we're gonna walk through. I'm gonna show you some cool stuff, or at least I think's cool stuff, and some stuff that I've never done on the channel before as far as what's coming. This video is literally going to highlight a couple things that I wanted to show you guys as far as parts go. I'm still in the middle of working on a couple things. It gets that way, guys. You know, with life, family, events and whatnot, I can't finish projects all at one time. So I film with parts that I have, and then so I've got like a bunch of videos filmed, but you guys are always seeing stuff in the background, always making comments like, what's that? You know, like what? So we're going to talk about one that you saw, and then one that's nobody's mentioned, which has kind of surprised me, that's flashed through a couple of the last videos. But while we're up here, we're up top of my top garage. I know I showed you guys the Impala a while back in the video, but I wanted to show you that I did get the windows tinted in this thing. And then we're gonna go down to the shop. I'm gonna show you some parts that I'm really excited about, and then a couple other things I'm excited about. But I did get the windows tinted in this. Guys, I will tell you, if you've ever driven one of these cars, for one, they're huge, but they have a ton of glass. And so when their windows are not tinted, the air conditioner will not keep up. It is that, if it's 100 degrees outside, you are going to be sweating with the AC on max high. It is that much glass in this. Now, did 5% all the way around. I love the way it looks. You know, tinted windows really bring out this color. I wish it was a little sunnier. My driveway is all in the shade at this point, but I know it doesn't do it real good justice. The one downside is, guys, I normally tint the windshield at 35% all the way down. This is 5% on the side. I normally would go 35%. My tint, the tint guy didn't have time. I've been waiting 6 weeks to get this thing tinted, and I literally called him the day I bought it and set an appointment. He's that far out, but he didn't have time to do it. And he said, honestly, Travis, I don't know if I'm able to get that. He's just a one-man operation. So he says that's about a 62-inch piece of film to go side to side. He goes, I don't know that I can get it in there by myself. And I told him I would help him. So I will probably still be doing that. I just don't know if he wants to tackle it or not. I may have to find another shop to do it. But I want to show you guys that because I thought that looked way better. And I wasn't going to make a whole video just on that. So let's go down to the shop and take a look at what we've got down there and what I'm excited about. We'll kind of talk about, I know I told you guys, I kind of teased you about the package deal with the trailer and the car that came on the trailer. And a couple people have said, well, I saw that blue C10. That's got to be what it is. That's not what it is. And I am going to make a video on that, guys, but I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it. And it may be a little bit, I'd say in the next month or so, I'll probably make a video on that for sure. No, I do not keep it out here in my shop. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. I'm not gonna, I know some of you are probably thinking, you know, since I'm making this video, that's what I'm doing, but no, it's not. What I will tell you though, is if you look out here, there is something missing. We'll talk about that before we go in there. The parts truck. So as you can see, the parts truck's not here. And guys, I don't like keeping like old ratty cars outside. It's just, I like to keep a pretty clean place as far as like, you know, the grass mowed and, you know, stuff, not just junk cars laying everywhere. I just don't like that look. The only truck that sits outside is the one that my son's driving, the lawn mowing truck. And other than that, everything else for the most part's inside. Now, the gray truck is in the shop right now because we're filming some stuff on it, but normally it would be outside. But that'd be the only two things, and I don't want them like torn apart with like a fender off of them or something. So that truck was bothering me. I was finished with it since in the last video that I posted, you guys saw we got the power window stuff. I basically got everything off that I needed. But while we're on that subject, I really think for the guys looking to do like a power window swap or something like that, that is the best way to do it. So I will tell you guys, I happened to snag that truck from like 2 blocks up the road. It was $400 is what I paid for it. And I got all the power window stuff that I needed. My dad took a few parts out for his truck. And then I took a few other odds and ends pieces off of it. And then I sold that truck for $500. So I bought it for $400, took all the stuff I needed, plus some, sold it for $500. Guys, I really think that's the way to do it. If you are looking to do a power window swap, a lot of times guys, especially nowadays, are doing this LS swap stuff, and they will buy a truck, they'll take the motor and trans out, and then they don't want it. So you can get it for just almost free. So that's the way to do it. If you're looking for a power window swap, get all the stuff that you need. You may have to buy a power window motor or a switch here and there, but that's the way to do it. So either way, let's go on into the shop and we'll talk about the few things, one of which a couple people mentioned in the last video, the blue C10. Guys, no, this is not my truck. You're gonna see a little bit more about it. I'm actually filming a video on it right now. It's a buddy of mine. It's actually the guy who did my concrete for my son's basketball court. He's an amazing concrete guy. Did all the concrete work at my dad's house. Didn't do the shop floor, which is why we probably had issues. But either way, the guy who built the shop had his own concrete guy, and that's why we used who we used. But either way, we're messing with this. It is an LS swapped C10. I want to say it's a 71. It's got like the 71, 72 grill in it like mine. I think he said it was a 71, but it is LS swapped. It's got a 5.3 out of I want to say a van or something, but there's some issues with it, which you guys will see. We're trying to help him out. Don't know whether I'm going to be able to help him or not, but you'll see in a video very soon of us trying to address the issues that he has. But it is a long bed truck, but it's a really nice truck. They repainted it, put a new seat in it. It's, you know, it's a good driver truck, let's say. But no, that is not what came on my package deal with the trailer over there. No, that's not it. So for you guys who are wondering or mentioned it. So on to what I can't believe nobody has said anything about this, because this has flashed across in a couple videos, guys. And like I said, I try to film videos when I have parts. So, you know, I may get into the gray truck here and have to order a part, and then like, well, I don't want to just sit and wait for a part to come in, so I'll start on the green truck. And then I'll be in the green truck and have to order a part, and maybe by that time the gray truck one was here, or maybe it's not, so it's like, crap, let me find something else. And so a lot of times I get into those situations. So I'm in one of those situations right now, which is why I figured it'd be a good time to film this. But this is the bed off of my my Silverado over there in the corner, the OBS truck. I told you guys I sent this off quite a while back and to my body shop guy, and I told him, hey, I'm not in a hurry, which, look, I wasn't. But you never tell a body shop guy that, because they take their time, and I was perfectly fine with that. Wasn't rushing him. But if you guys caught the video on my dad's green truck that we were working on, he had somebody else paint it. They did a terrible job. Well, my guy said that he would try to help fix that issue and flatten that paint out. So he wanted to get this out of the way before he took his in. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. And he got it finished. And so there's really not a whole lot to say about it, guys. I went back with the original color white. We did not do anything on the bed other than I had him from the back side bang all the dents out, because we're gonna do a line X in it just like my green truck has. And I think that'll look really nice. So I told him, I said, hey, don't mess with that. The primer that you see are places that he had to fix, holes. But I did have him reverse the tailgate handle. Obviously, this is the tailgate side. The handle is now on the inside. I just think that looks really clean. The whole goal of this truck was to have a more modern version of it, but not go crazy. Like, I didn't want a pink one or like lime green, anything like that. I wanted a clean version, like I would build this truck if I were making it, because I like the lines on these trucks. I like some of the things, but I don't want it to look overdone, if that makes sense. No roll pans, no stuff like that. The other thing he did was shave the stake pockets, which I really wish, guys, I would have had him do when he painted my green truck. But this thing looks so good. He rolled both the fenders on both sides, painted in the taillight buckets, painted on the inside. I'm not gonna open it, but he painted the inside of the tailgate here, like in the jams. And then once he did all that, we cut the center brace out. Actually, he did the center brace, cut that brace out, which is why you see the primer in the bed. And then the whole bottom of this thing is sprayed in like a Raptor liner. So it's like that bed lining stuff. And it just looks so nice. It's gonna be able to be driven, not worried about. I'm just so excited. And like I said, I'm surprised that nobody said anything about this, because a couple videos we've panned across it. And it's really surprising that nobody said anything. But we still got a while before we drag this thing out. He's not ready to have the cab and that yet, and I really want to take the cab off. I want a bare frame to start with. I want to go from frame up on this truck. I want a really nice truck. What I wish I would have done on this guy. I just took him the truck and he painted it all together. I really wish that we would have done it similar to this, but hey, this truck is a really nice truck as well. The parts that you see on that, guys, one of which is for the vehicle that you have not seen yet that I will be making a video on. But the rest of that stuff is for my dad's truck, other than the headliner came out of it, the OBS. But the rest of the stuff hopefully will disappear when my dad's truck gets done. So we still got a few things to do on the green truck, like you guys saw in the last video, you know, like the window switches, the cruise control, a few odds and ends things. And then when I was driving it, something popped up, which we'll talk about, I think, in the next video on it. I don't know, it's an oddball deal. I don't even know what it is yet, to be honest with you. But there's one other thing that I want to show you, and I'm really excited about, that we've never done on the channel, and it's going to be an experience, and I'm hoping to get into it within the next couple weeks, maybe months, because I've been still collecting parts. But I don't know if you guys can tell, but we have a big stack of boxes here. All of them obviously say ridetech on them. Well, we are going to put a complete air ride setup. I mean, the whole deal. If you can buy it for the 55, it is here. We're putting all new air suspension on the 55, guys. Ever since I sold the 54, I wanted another cruiser. That is why that truck is, or that car's there, and it's kind of migrated up here to this spot. Once the gray truck is finished with the stuff that I'm doing on it right now, we will get this over here and start tearing into it. But I've got all ridetech stuff. I've got a new set of Billet Legends wheels. I'm really excited about putting on this thing. We are going to make this thing look cool. Ever since my grandfather passed away, the cool thing is I got to take him for a ride on Christmas in this, but I really, guys, this is a keep forever car, and I want to make it my own. I want it to look and run and do the things that I wanted it to do, similar to the 54, except maybe with a better ride quality. But that is what those boxes are, and I'm really, really excited to show you. Now, I'm not going to open them and show you guys that. I'm going to hopefully make a video with all that stuff. Maybe we'll open it all up together and show you kind of the components of that, and we'll show you the wheels at the same time. So be looking for a video on that when we start. But got some parts on order for the gray truck behind me. You're going to be seeing some stuff on it as well. But either way, guys, I kind of wanted to give you an update. First of all, on the blue truck, I know a couple people mentioned that in the last video, and then on the white bed that's been flashing across before somebody asked about it. But hopefully you guys are excited about seeing some of this stuff come together. As far as the Trans Am motor, guys, I'll give you a little update on it. I talked to my engine guy today. Parts are scarce for LS stuff right now. They're really, really scarce, especially like pistons and rods. So I'm waiting. It's a 6-week wait on pistons. And I'm tired of looking at this thing be all dusty sitting here, and then my son like toting around and driving his car. It's like, I got to get going on the Trans Am. We can kind of put that in a little bit at a time, maybe between all these other projects. We got a lot going on, and some new stuff that I have no idea what I'm getting into. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please, like always, smash that thumbs up button. Guys, if you are not subscribed, go down there, hit that subscribe button. Of course, ring the bell icon that notifies you every single time we drop a new video. And stay tuned to see what we work on next.